Okay, good morning and welcome to our 13th PYP exhibition of the week. Okay, also our last. And I'm really excited because I got to have a sneak peek while Sammy was practicing and I saw pictures from all my favorite movies. So I'm really excited to see this presentation and I'm sure we're going to enjoy it. Okay, so I'd like to have a really big round of applause for Mr. Sammy PyP.
And here is my PYP, a brief trip to technological revolution. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.
Hello humans, my name is Algebra. I'm the greatest invention that the human race had ever created. I made the world a better place using my grand resource, technology. But how did I get here? I asked. I have been searching in space and time to find an answer to my question. I found that the only way to find out is to send a human to the parts where technology has been a bit influenced. I had chosen my traveler, an American professor called Stephen Hall, and he's specialized in the technology revolution. So please welcome him.
Huh? Where am I? Who are you?
Hello, Steve. My name is Algebra. I choose you to show me technological revolution in history.
Wait a minute, Junkhead. You want me to explain to you whole technological revolution?
Yeah.
Are you nuts? That will take us years. Technological revolution is too big if it's explained at all.
Well, in that case, just pick one part of the technological revolution.
Well, I would like to do my investigation about technology in movies, but we should start knowing what is technology and what is a revolution.
Well, let's start there. What have you got?
Here, a dictionary. Thanks, space of the cosmos.
Now that...
Well, let me see. Oh, look. Here says that revolution is a radical change or transformation with respect to the past. And technology, this is very interesting. Here says that technology is what makes a human life easier.
Now that we know what they are, let me present to you my latest invention. I create these VR lenses with all of history uploaded to let you travel in time with just a click.
Cool, let's try these things on, are we?
Well, good luck with your investigation.
Well, let's go to the year 65 million BC first, where the first technological revolution in movies is happening. Sorry folks, there's some problem in the cosmos. Oh my goodness, precious! That was an intense voyage. Well, what we have here? I think we are in some cave located in some part of France. This is where the first found the first ancient painting of cavemen. Let's explore the cave. Wow, it's very cool, huh? But what this is about my investigation? Whoa, what's that? Oh my goodness!
Hello, my name is Robin. I'm going to assist
investigation?
Of course! What is your investigation about?
Technological revolution.
Are you kidding? This part of history was an important part of technology.
Why?
Because it's when men learn how to hunt more easily with different tools, like spear.
Are you saying that rocks used like knives and spears are technology?
Of course! These tools help men hunt and make it easier to feed themselves.
But what about the cave paintings?
We'll find that for you right.
Okay. Let me see. This was the first way to tell a story in a visual way. That is it! This was technological revolution in movies because was the first way to tell a story in a visual way that can last long in time.
Yeah, that is it. Well, where do you want to go now?
Well, let's go to the Greece in the 6th century, where the second technological revolution in movies is happening. Let's go, folks. Where are we? Oh, look at that woman.
We are in the Center Theater of Italia, Greece, in the 6th century.
Well, we'll start searching.
Let's go and see that guy over there.
Wait, I know him. He's Taxis. He was the first actor in the whole world. I know so much about him in my Tales of Oxford. But how is it related to technological revolution? Oh, remind me that this was the first person to do magic. He creates illusions and people think he's real. Answer to my last question, I think that is it. This is the second technological revolution in movies because was the second way to tell a story in a visual way with people and magic that people believed that fiction was real.
Well done! Now let's go to the end of the 19th century where movies industry began.
Okay, let's go. Well, my music doesn't fight. Well, we are in Paris, I can see. Where are we exactly?
Yeah, according to my system, this is where most of the cinematographic industry took form.
Well, let's look for some information. Look, it's a magic show. Let's see it, are we? Okay, my visual lenses are not working so yet. Well, that was interesting, but who was that magician?
Very cool!
Yes, it was cool, but...
To know him!
But what about that magician?
To know him better, let's go outside to that field!
Let's go.
Do you recognize this place?
No, but that horse reminded me for that short film about a woman on a horse.
That's right! This is where the first motion film was made. Sally Gardner at a gallop. That man over there was Edward Muybridge, the photographer that made it.
I think I know that story. Edward put 20 cameras to photograph a galloping horse. That he realized that putting the images in a fast sequences create the illusion of movement.
Not yet. First,
sorry, Robbie, are you okay, Robbie? No, I think he's not. His system is failing. Where? When? Where? We can know more about that magician?
Not yet. First, we must go where the Lumiere brothers first present cinematography to the world, or in this case, a little audience in France. Let's go to a little cafe in 1895.
Here we go! Whee! Awesome! Why did people screaming, Robbie?
This is funny. When Lumiere brothers showed their movie for the first time, people were afraid because they thought that the train was real.
But who were the Lumiere brothers and how they related to that magician? The Lumiere brothers, as can you see here?
The Lumiere brothers made the first movie, The Train Getting to the Station. The magician was Georges Méliès, and based on this film, he made his own.
Georges Méliès, the one who did a trip to the moon, the one who adapted the first Jules Verne books. Sorry. Ooh, look, Georges Méliès, he's handsome.
Exactly.
But how is this relate to technological revolution?
Well, first the Lumiere brothers create cinematography with a new invention called the cinematographic camera that permitted them to record movement. Georges Méliès used that camera
And he made people believe that fantasy was real using special effects like scenery or editing.
Let's watch the trip to the moon.
Let's watch the trip to the moon. I hope my ritual glasses don't interrupt this one. Yes, they are interrupting this one. Now that we know what they did. Rocket in his eye. Well, where do we go next?
Well, let's go on our last trip. We are going to California in 2012 to visit Pixar Animation Studios.
California, here we go! Coachella! Wow, this is interesting. Well, but why we are here? We're not going to see Toy Story, are we?
No! We're going to see the new technology in the 21st century. The CGI!
I know about that. The CGI had been used in so many movies, and Pixar is related. Toy Story was the first animated movie made in computer. This technique was called CGI. The CGI consists in making a 3D animation and in computer. This has been used in other movies like Avatar, The Planet of the Apes, Star Wars, and other films. Oh, that reminds me! These movies, Avatar, Planet of the Apes, etc., have been used another technique, motion capture. Motion capture consists in record the actor movements, as can you see here, and then put CGI in the recording. Curious fact, the first animated movie that used this technique, the motion capture, was Sinbad Beyond the Sea of Mist in 2000. Before you ask, Robbie, I think this is the last thing we're going to see about technological revolution. The art of cinematography used the elements that were fictional, like Gollum of the Lord of the Rings, and then put them in a realistic way. They have been used also in animation by making better and realistic three-dimensional figures. These cases have been used recently in the animated movies like Coco or Ferdinand.
I can't not understand what are you saying.
Well, I have an interview with Mauricio Coa that made this book the studies about animation in Colombia. Let's see the interview. The interview is failing in my 3D virtual reality lenses. Let's see my interview. Bored piece of junk.
Entonces, cada comenzamos a hacer creo que las posibilidades a medida que hay avances tecnológicos, hay más herramientas para los creadores para alcanzar o para poder hacer materializar sus mundos, sus fantasías. Y esto es cada historia lo han hecho de forma diferente por todos los recursos que tienen. A ver.
Well, my time has come. Get your conclusions to algebra and finish the quest.
Wow, that made me an injury in the ear. Well, let's go for our last trip and meet with algebra. Oh my goodness, precious. I'm here.
Well, what?
Algebra, I have the whole conclusions for this amazing trip.
Well, what is it?
Well, the technological revolution, it's a sorry, I don't remind my lines. It's a revolution that made the humans evolve. It also had affected the movies that first were born as a need to tell stories. This technology has been evolved from a little painting on the wall to movies with realistic navies and intelligent apes.
I am very impressed with your conclusions, Stephen, and satisfied with your investigation.
Well, I think it's time to go now. I have a meeting with the professors. There will be hamburgers. Well, thanks folks for all. Thanks for all my attention, for all your attention in this wonderful trip. Bye.
No ha terminado.
Special agreements to Gillian Skiver, my tutor. Mark Stephen Gaylor, my teacher. Simon Fulford, Adriana Patillo, Viviana Peña, my mom. I'm Jose Fernando Barón, my father. Key concepts, function, how technology work, change, how technology is changing, reflection, how do we know technology is changing, causation, why is technology advancing, perspective, is technology good or bad, what is the point of view, connection, how has technology revolution changed the way we live, responsibility, what is our responsibility to oversee? Form. What are the differences in technology? line of inquiry, the way revolution transforms society. Now, folks, I invite you to see my backstage. No, sorry, I'm very confused in my head. Videos bibliography and images bibliography. Now, I invite you folks to see my backstage. Sorry, this cosmos had affected the computer. Oh no, this happened so. Now let's see it. And Nicolas Castro. Thank you, everybody. Any questions?
Let's see, any questions?
Yeah, I have.
Felipe has a question over here. Can I get to Felipe?
Why do you choose this project?
Well, in my childhood, I loved movies. If you ask my friends, I am an expert in movies. I can respond you an expert and personally just like that. And this is related to technological revolution because I wanted to first work in Isaac Asimov, that was one of the famous writers of science fiction. But then they recruited me, well, technological revolution. So I choose that topic, and my last group also choose that topic. And I'm very pleased with them to choose the topic with me. Well, and then I combine the movies, that very loud some Oscars movies, and the technology, the computers, the blah blah blah, and then presentation. Any other question?
Anna Maria is our movie expert, so I'll come to Anna Maria in a minute for a question. But let's see what Juan Paulo's question is here.
What is the first movie of the world?
Of the world? Well, it was The Train Gets to the Station by George Mel, by the Lumiere brothers in 1895. Any other question?
If you would do any film, what film would you do?
Can you repeat the question, please?
If you ever do a film, what film would you do?
I will do a science fiction movie because Star Wars, Star Trek, I love that movies. I have already already made a film with my fellas, with my friends that can be seen in YouTube that is called Código Bogotá. That is fantasy, but I will do a science fiction movie. That's like as a professional director.
Código Bogotá.
Código Bogotá.
First of all, congratulations. You did
Thank
a
you.
very good job. What do you think was the most difficult part of doing the PYP exhibition by your own?
Well, it was difficult to write the script because, like I say, I had to make many characters in this film. Algebra, Robbie. Of course, Robbie and Algebra was of movies Prometheus, but Ridley Scott, and Echo to Earth, that David Green. But the most difficult part was making the characters to understand me and that can talk to me. And that.
What were the abilities that you find in doing this project?
Well, I find that I can talk to many people at times. Thanks for giving that ability to me, folks. A great applause for them. And I found a more inquiry ability in me. And that responds your questions, I think.
What is your conclusion of this project?
The conclusion of this project that technology had been a revolution that had changed the world, and with movies it can make cool things. They can make fantasies and worlds that can never exist or can't exist in one future, but they brought us to this era with realistic, yeah? It's more realistic, these worlds and fantasy, and they brought us in the broad screen, and that's my conclusion. Thank you. Any other questions?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, Samar. Thank you very much. It was very informative.
Okay.
I think your presentation was really interesting, and you managed to do it on your own. I do have a question. I know you're writing the script.
Yes.
I'm telling the public that what is your movie all about.
Okay. I was making a movie about. You have seen. No, I think you have seen that movie. Cloverfield, or who saw Cloverfield? The first one. Because the second one and the Cloverfield or the Blair Witch Project. That is not. I have not seen that movie or any found film project. Okay, my script is about an assassin that is tormenting the town of Tabio. And some 3 guys from the university go and find that assassin that is called the Silence Assassin. And it used like a mask that have little eyes like the clones of Star Wars, and have the most how would you say, seal? Okay. Before. And that. And it's called Silence, the movie. So when I finish the script, I will show it to you, obviously.
Thank you so much. From my angle here, I got to see 2 backstages, because I got to see the backstage video, but I also got to see SAMY backstage. And while we were seeing the backstage video, what you didn't see, can you show them what you were doing?
I don't know.
What SAMY was doing was this.
Oh my God, this fast, all the
He was so happy. Okay? Yeah.
Can feel the flame. J, what
had a secret artistic synthesis just for me.
Thanks for all in my native language. Muchas gracias.
There's nothing to say after that. Okay, congratulations. Okay, raise your hand if you're in grade 5. Okay, grade 5, what we're going to do now is have an assembly with all of primary school, which means grade 5, I need you to very quietly and very slowly, I need you to move as far back as you can go. Okay, please, grade 5.
What's on the
Hola. Hola, mi vida. Lo más. Te haces grande cuando tienes.
Gracias.
No, se hace grande, o sea.
¿Qué tal improvisación?
No, cómo reaccionaban, no, o sea, es que hasta lo subasumamos porque.